Well, a lot of Canadians are starting their new year promising to adopt a healthier diet. There are, of course, plenty of options to help you stick to a nutritious plan, but this year you might notice some foods becoming more popular than others. For more on what we can expect in 2017, we're joined now by registered dietitian Zannat Reza. So Zannat, thank you for being here. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And what are some of the hottest food trends that you think Canadians are going to start seeing this year?
Right. Well, you know, there's actually a couple of food trends from last year that we're going to continue to see. So, for example, probiotics and prebiotics. Of course, probiotics are the good bacteria that we want more of. So in foods like kefir or kimchi, which is the fermented Korean cabbage, sauerkraut. So those good bacteria actually help our digestive system, to help our immune system. So those are good bacteria, probiotics. The prebiotics are sort of the other trend that we're going to continue to see. So those are foods like garlic and onions, banana, artichoke, and the prebiotics are actually food, short little carbohydrate bits that the probiotics eat. So together they actually help form a healthy gut. So we're going to continue to see those. And a spice that's been bubbling up over the past few months, and I think will make a really big splash in 2017, is turmeric. Right. So turmeric is a vibrant, sort of bright yellow spice, and the key ingredient in turmeric is called curcumin. And curcumin is actually anti-inflammatory, and it's a really powerful antioxidant. And if you're unsure about how to use turmeric, I would just add it to any soup that you're making, or if you're doing sort of a lemon, honey, ginger tea, add a 1/4 teaspoon. So it's not that intimidating after all. The other trick though with curcumin or turmeric is to add a pinch of black pepper, and that really boosts how well your body absorbs it.
And of course, with turmeric, make sure you use the spoon because it'll stain your hands,
right? It will stain, yeah. So just beware, exactly.
Now, there's also a lot of healthy food suggestions that we're hearing too around seafood.
Right. So a couple of things that I've seen on these sort of trend lists. Number one, sardines. Now, sardines, of course, are heart-healthy omega-3 fats. They contain that. The other thing with sardines is the fact that they also offer protein and vitamin D. It's actually one of the few foods that offers vitamin D. And if you eat the bones in canned sardines, then you're getting a fair bit of calcium. So that's good news from a sardine point of view. And again, you could top that on sort of toast or any sort of salad, mix it up with some olive oil or chopped tomato. Lots of delicious ways of enjoying sardine. The other sort of sea-related food that's going to be hot is seaweed. And of course, if you eat Japanese food, you will see sheets of nori or roasted seaweed that are included. And you'll see a lot of claims that, seaweed's this new superfood. And really, what's going for seaweed is the iodine level. And that really helps your thyroid function properly. The one thing I would say with seaweed is don't overdo it, because too much of a good thing actually might mess up your thyroid. So if it's sheets like this, the nori sheets are kind of low in iodine, and those are okay to have several times a week. But the brown or the Dulce type seaweeds, I would say once a week, because they're really quite concentrated in iodine.
And too much of a good thing is,
right.
That's a good advice, period. Now, also, another trend that you can sort of elaborate on here, people giving up meat in order to, for environmental reasons or also health reasons. What's that trend in 2016?
Right, so really, we're going to see more of sort of a plant-based food. So 2016 was the International Year of the Pulse, and we're going to continue to see that. So lentils, chickpeas, dried beans, dried peas, we're going to see a lot more recipes, so they'll continue on. And why not, really? They're high protein, high fiber, lots of selenium and other nutrients that can help lower your blood pressure, heart healthy, all of those good things. The other thing related to sort of plant-based eating is the whole trend towards waste reduction. So we're going to see more of this root to leaf consumption. So by that I mean, for example, if you've got carrots, eating the carrot tops. So either pulsing them into a pesto, sauteing them, any other sort of tops like turnip or beet greens, sauteing those, eating all parts of a plant. If you've got, say, oranges and lemons, why not use the zest? Put them in the freezer, and then you're using the flavorful part of that plant. Ginger peelings as well. If you're peeling potatoes, then toss that up with some olive oil and roast it. So those are all sort of ways to cut down waste.
And now we don't have a lot of time, but I really want to get to the chocolate.
Yes.
So quickly tell us a little bit about the thing that I've been eyeing here, and I'd like to hear how it's healthy.
Right. So what I have seen on these lists is this whole idea of chocolate for breakfast, and that kind of ties into a small study that showed if you eat dessert with your breakfast, it can actually help with sort of weight loss. But what we need to be aware of is that that study also had breakfast that was high protein and high fiber. So this is not a license to eat a candy bar for breakfast, but definitely if you want to enjoy a small piece of dark chocolate, by all means, that's the way to go.
Okay, so portion size counts.
Portion size,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. Zannat Reza is a registered dietitian in Toronto.